Hey, welcome to Warlock's Cave. It's me, Justin. Today I'm going to try and fix my Super Game Boy. I already took the screws out. Oh, don't want to break it now. This thing doesn't get a signal. I already took all the screws out. Gonna need to clean the main case. But I don't know if you can see it on the screen here, but some of those pins are kind of corroded. I've already gone over it with alcohol several times, alcohol swab. Still hasn't fixed the issue. I can show you exactly what I do get. I'm going to put a game in there, R-Type, for the Game Boy. Stick it in my analog NT. It's in there. Main screen. Don't have anything. Am I even getting... I'm actually getting something now, but you guys can't see it because I'm not getting the right capture card. Hold on. There we go. This is a lot farther ahead than I've gotten before, but as you can see, there's no game. So it doesn't recognize the game. Let's reboot it. This is, before what I was getting was just a little screen coming across. Still nothing. Still nothing, but progress. It's a lot better than it was. So, yeah, you can see the transparency right there. So, going back to this, I'm going to take the game out, take the game off. Now, it might not be anything to do with this. It might actually just be that. So, first thing, we're going to see if it's the Game Boy game. So isopropyl alcohol 91% or greater. 96 or 97 is preferred, but 91's always been helpful for me, and I have access to it where I work. So wet on one end, dry on the other. Stick this in there and clean this off. I don't think that I've cleaned this one before. You can kind of see on there it's a bit dirty. So get it nice and clean. Get it really, really clean. And then because we don't want any moisture left on there, since we're going to put it right in to the game reader, make sure it's nice and dry. Okay. All right. So do this again. Put the game in there, facing the correct way. Insert the board. Hold on, put the cap back on. I don't want to swing around and up knocking that all over the floor. I'll go back to the main plane. Turn this on. Show you the signal. It'll go black. There we go. And oh, now it seems to work. Audio doesn't seem to be there. Let's see if I can figure out the audio. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, that was the wrong channel. Whew, okay. Wow, I didn't even have to do much today. Wow, that's awesome. Let's play a little bit of R-Type. Oh, okay. It's slow response. Yeah! Why? Well, I'm definitely terrible at this game. I don't know why, it just feels so sluggish. I press up and then I eventually go up and then down. It's my last life. Whew. Well, darn. I thought I was going to have to, I thought I was going to show, like, a more in-depth cleaning of the game, but apparently not. Apparently I won't have to do that today, so I'm happy. I can just do a cleaning of the case because it's dirty inside. Let's go back to the big one. So that ended up being a lot easier than I expected it to be. But this is cool. This means I can play my original Game Boy cartridges on stream. Yeah, nice. I tried getting this to work after I first got it off of eBay, and I was certain that this thing was not working. I tried everything that I could think of. I cleaned it so many times. I scrubbed so hard on the pins with just a Q-tip that I was thinking I was going to have to use Brasso on the pins to get the pins as clean as possible. I may still do that just because they're kind of corroded and I don't want that corrosion to get worse. So why don't actually we go ahead and do that now anyways. I'll turn the game off. Wait a second. I'll be careful when I get this out of here, because there are capacitors on there. See the capacitors. Do not want to get shocked. Okay. Should be fine now. So I have a paper towel route right here. This is how I clean the pins when they're really that bad. And I do shake up the brass up a little bit. I put a little dab on the paper towel. I take a fresh Q-tip. I paint just a little bit of Brasso on there. Just a little bit of Brasso. Not a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot on here, because this is an abrasive. It's a very, very, very fine abrasive. I'm going to take that with the pins and I'm going to just bring it across the pins and hit the spots that I know are really, really bad. And you can see all that right there. That's not all dirt. That's it's mostly metal shavings and a chemical reaction from the metal into the Brasso. I believe gives it kind of that coloration. It makes it look like dirt, so if you didn't know any better, You'd be like, oh, it's cleaning all that dirt. The more I scrub it, the cleaner it's getting. But nope, you're taking a very small microscopic layer of brass off of the pins. But you are getting the dirt off. If there's dirt on them. Oh man, that one pin there. That one's probably as good as it's going to get. That one can be better. I'm going to use a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit more. Just about. Just in some specific spots. Don't want to do it across everything. One pin right there. Okay, so that's one side. As I did that side, now I got to do that side. Because you can see some dirt and corrosion on there. Keep it to the pins. Don't ever go off of the pin areas. If you go off of the pins, you could be scraping into the motherboard and wearing down the traces, which is terrible. You want to keep those preserved as much as you can, and if you take off too much of the outer layer of the motherboard material, you can expose the traces, which are very, very thin and very easily damaged. That's why if you scratch a motherboard, it will not function. It will actually destroy whatever traces under that scratch. Unless it's an extremely, extremely shallow scratch. So, put that one in there. There. As you can see, I've used both ends to kind of get that cleaned up. So that's how that looks. Now, I need a paper towel. Got a towel over here. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get off all that residual brasso that's on there. Just clean it off, pull it off, just straight down the pin, anything that's on there. I want to do scratching. Should be able to see that the pins are a lot cleaner than they were before. Not perfect, but I'm perfectly happy with that job. You kind of see the shine. You can see the spot where it's been kind of an issue before, but I'm happy with it. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Now we can try it again. I'll just take my fingers across, make sure that that's working. We'll put the game back in, and put this back in. Because you always got to make sure it's working. Don't want to end up ruining it. It's going to come back on. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Let's see, maybe it's better. Here we go. No, response is still very slow. Ah, dang it. It's very slow to go up and down. Oh, touch the ground, I die. Well, this is a hard game. It's slow and unresponsive, and I don't know if that was a good purchase or not. It might not be the best version of of R-Type to have on the Game Boy, but hey, it got it cheap, so can't really argue with that. So that was my video for today. Have a great one.